Hey ladies, it's 𝐭𝐲 here, holistic womb specialist, and I want to talk today about a really exciting topic, designing a fibroid-free lifestyle, okay? So the reason why I want to talk about this topic is because what I've always said in all my videos is that when it comes to fibroids, of course, we have to address the root cause, but once you've healed your fibroids, right, also even on your journey of healing fibroids, of shrinking and getting rid of fibroids, you do have to design your lifestyle around that, right? And I always say this, it's so important to embody a fibroid-free life, right? It's so important to become the highest version of yourself, the version of yourself that is not going to be dealing with fibroids, right? It's not going to be dealing with health issues. The version of yourself that is your best self, and that's not somebody that has fibroids or hormonal imbalances. That is a woman that is deeply aligned with herself, her inner self, that's deeply aligned with her inner wisdom, that, has perfect menstrual cycles, that, has amazing health, that has a fibroid-free womb, that has a womb that is healthy and thriving, okay? And that has a beautiful, beautiful life, okay? Because listen, how you do one thing is how you do everything. And when you have fibroids, that's the indication of your life is not going the way it's supposed to. That's the indication of you're kind of like on a lower frequency, right? And I'm not trying to make anybody feel bad, right? But that is what that means. You're not aligned with yourself. You're not aligned with your inner wisdom. You're not where you're supposed to be. You are not your highest self when you have fibroids. The person that developed fibroids is not their highest self, okay? And we have to say goodbye to that person and hello to the best versions of ourselves, okay? So that's why I want to do this topic. Before we get into this topic, right, I really want to just tell my audience, okay, people that follow me, that love the work that I do, that support me and everything, that support the movements of helping more and more women become fibroid free, heal their wombs. And I really want to talk to y'all a little bit today before we get started, okay? We've gotten an influx of lots of new people, right? And not so much, a little bit on YouTube here, but also mostly on TikTok. I'm gonna be honest with you, mostly on TikTok. So if you come through TikTok, this is for you, okay? So a lot of people kind of misunderstand what I do. They kind of misunderstand. I know we live in a world, there's so much information out there. There's so much, quote unquote content creators out there, right? And a lot of people kind of misunderstand what I like. They think that I'm a content creator instead of like an actual professional. That's number one. And they also kind of, misunderstand my services and what I do for women, right? Of course, a lot of women know I help women get rid of fibroids, right? But I hear a lot of women, especially, it's mostly TikTok people, right? Because TikTok is the fast, quick, it's like the microwave, generation is on TikTok, and, younger or old. I'm not trying to make anybody feel bad because I love TikTok too, but I feel like a lot of us are thinking that our healing, I'm thinking that being, getting rid of fibroids and getting rid of even just becoming hormonally balanced is going to be quick and easy. And we just need a couple tips, right? I want to say this, and because I was like, what am I doing? What am I to attract these people? Because I don't know what's going on. And so we can kind of flesh that out, because I was like, we gotta, let's make one. And hopefully you guys are following me, right? What did I do to attract people that just want quick tips, that are not invested in their healing, that are not invested in understanding this is a process when it comes to getting rid of fibroids, when it comes to healing the body, when it comes to getting rid of endometriosis, that are just wanting free, quick, and easy tips, okay? Let me just say this, okay? We live in a world where there's so much information online. It's information overload. From YouTube to Google to Facebook to a million Facebook groups to TikTok. I think TikTok has 1 billion users right now, right? And so on and so forth. Even Instagram, we have so much information out there. And even though there's benefits of that, of course, right? There's a lot of information out there, more so than ever before. There's also disadvantages to that, right? It leaves a lot of women confused. It leaves a lot of women, you're hearing so many different things, and it leaves you in a state, and you're hearing a lot of wrong information, right? Because there's a lot of wrong information about fibroids. There's more wrong information out there about fibroids than right information, okay? It leaves a lot of women confused, and they're kind of like, in a sense, going to every, all these platforms and just like digging for more and more information. And women that actually fall into that and they never fall out and they never understand, listen, this is a process. This is not something that's going to happen overnight. And they're looking for free tips and free this. And what's the one thing I could do to get rid of fibroids? They're looking for just, they're not looking to really embody the process. They're not looking for transformation. They're just looking for, a couple of free things, little things here and there. Those women never heal. Okay. And I hate to say it, I've seen this. I've seen women who literally spiral for years, scourging the internet, looking for free stuff, free tips, free things. What could they do? And those women never heal. I'm telling you this right now. And some of them, I'm gonna be honest with you, some of them and previously have been my clients. And then they come to a realization that no, this is a process. This is a transformation. There's a process to healing fibroids. You don't just take one supplement and heal fibroids. You don't just take one tea and heal fibroids. It doesn't happen like that. And even I know that people are like, well, I heard, that this person, I heard that this, well, I want you to go back in a year or 6 months and ask them, again, okay? So I teach transformation. I teach getting to the root cause of the problem. I teach restoring your hormonal balance and addressing those things that cause the fibroids to develop, physical and emotional, okay? So if you're here for the quick, easy, and free tips, I don't give free tips. I don't give free hacks. I give transformation. And like I said, I don't know if you guys know this because some people act like they don't, right? I run a company, okay? I'm a holistic womb specialist. I've been doing this for years and helping women with fibroids for years, with other reproductive health issues, with even weight loss, okay? With hormonal issues, perimenopause, menopause, just a range of things, right? Especially when it comes to women's health, for even diabetes, just so many different things, but mostly I'm focused on the womb, for the most part. And I get more women that are interested in getting rid of fibroids. So that's why I approach that more. And I have, I talk about that the most, if not the entirety of my channel, okay? Or just my content online in general, right? So hopefully we're not getting too off track here, but I just wanted to address that. I wanted to say, listen, this is a process, right? I am not just on here to give you free tips, and I don't give free tips. I have you understand, of course, my channel is more so of knowledge and understanding where this stuff comes from, what these things are, fibroids are, how they develop, right? The knowledge, the information, because you're not getting the right information on Google. You're not getting the right information online about why these things really happen, right? And understanding that, listen, this is a process, and it is because there's deeper reasons for these fibroids, right? Emotional, physical. So I'm really giving you the knowledge. In my courses and in my program is where I take you through the process of healing these things, of getting rid of the fibroids, of shrinking the fibroids, of eliminating the fibroids, right? Of rebalancing your hormones, of getting rid of endometriosis and adenomyosis. So please do not comment under my video, okay? Whether any social media platform asking me how do you shrink fibroids? The how is in the courses and the programs, okay? These videos are not going to give you free tips and free, like if you're looking for that, I'm telling you that if you're going through the internet trying to look for that, I'm telling you this right now, you're not going to heal. You're not going to heal until you understand it is a process, it's a transformation. It is not just quick tips and tricks. If it was, you wouldn't have so many women, all these women looking for tips and tricks, they still have fibroids. Okay, so let's just make that clear, okay? Before we get into the topic. And like I said, if you were coming on here looking for free tips and tricks, listen, I'll let you go with love, okay? Feel free to unsubscribe and go on, okay? Now let's get into the topic, okay? Transforming into a fibroid-free lifestyle and knowing that this, again, is a process and it is an embodiment of how you live your life, right? So when we think about a fibroid-free woman, this is a woman that lives in flow. This is a woman that's deeply connected to herself. This is a woman that knows herself, that nobody can, this is a woman that truly loves herself, not just says it, because there's many women that say they love themselves, but their lives do not reflect that, right? The way they treat themselves, the way they treat their bodies do not reflect that, okay? So really, really important. So the first thing you have to do to really transform into, design your fibroid-free lifestyle is to understand the link between your current lifestyle and fibroid growth. That is key, okay? Understanding how these fibroids formed in your life. And for everybody, that's gonna be different, right? That's gonna be different. But for some people, it may be similar, but the root causes for each person is gonna be a little bit different. So what was it about your lifestyle previously that caused fibroids to develop? And how you can do this is to go back to when you developed fibroids. Whether that was a year ago, 5 years ago, at what point did the doctor or whoever, first of all, did you notice that, there was a shift in your, in how you felt? There was a shift in, the symptoms. Maybe you grew the fibroid belly, maybe you saw it in your periods. At what point, and then at what point did you get diagnosed? Okay, so think about that. Think back to that. And then think back to what was going on in your life before that. Was it, where you typically with most women it's stress. It's typically maybe it was triggered because it was always there, right? Fibroids don't just develop out of the blue. There's something that ignited that fire, right? The imbalance was there, and a lot of women don't know the difference between a normal period and a healthy period, and a lot of women don't know the difference between, unhealthy period and a healthy period, and a lot of women don't know the difference, inflammation, signs of inflammation or signs of, imbalance in the body. They don't know, so they can't really get ahead of it early, right? So when that happens, unfortunately, what happens is that they kind of just allow it to go on, and then the body just builds up more and more toxicity, and then till the symptoms are getting even louder and louder. And your body, when it comes to symptoms, right, whether they're in your period, whether they're just in general in your everyday life, in your sleep, it's your body trying to show you that something's off. So instead of you trying to suppress symptoms, which most people do, most people will sit there and suppress it. They'll take a pill for it. No, you listen to it and understand, why am I having a headache? Why why am I having issues with sleep, ongoing issues with sleep? Why am I feeling fatigued over, every single day, I get enough sleep? Like, you have to go deeper with when your body's telling you something. You don't just take a pill and everything's okay. No, ask yourself, why is your body reacting that way? Because there's a reason. So, understanding the link between your lifestyle, the lifestyle that you were living, in your fibroid growth. So go back to when you developed fibroids. Go back to what was going on in your life. Was it family stress? Was it relationship stress? Was it a divorce that you went through? Was it a death in the family? What was going on that ignited that fire, right? That ignited that flame for fibroids to develop, okay? So understanding the link, and that's going to help you really understand your body. That's going to help you understand, okay, what state was I in over there, back then? So you can never be in that state again. And I'm not saying life is not going to and bad things are not going to happen. It's always going to happen, right? There's always going to be, we just had a whole bunch of crazy hurricanes, just the other week, and hopefully everybody's okay. I said it in the last video. First and foremost, if you're living in Florida, okay, if you're following me living in Florida, I wish you listen, my thoughts and prayers are with you, and I hope that you're okay. Okay, let me just say that at first. But just go back to what was going on, right? What was going on? Life will always life, but the thing is, when we're taking care of ourselves consecutively, when we're caring for ourselves consecutively, when life does life, right, it's not, and we do kind of get thrown off, right? We do kind of have those moments of stress. You're not going to see your body negatively react as much. But when you are just going long periods of time without taking care of yourself, you're not pouring into yourself, you're just neglecting yourself, you're just, and putting everything first before your health, and putting everything first before yourself, making everyone and everybody else a priority, which is a lack of self-love. Okay, let me just reiterate that. But yourself, what happens is that when something crazy does happen, you're gonna feel it more intensely, because you've spent those years, months not taking care of your body, and then something really stressful happens, right? So then, your body's just thrown completely off track. It's totally out of whack. So hopefully that makes sense, because it's yes, there was a stressful moment, but there were also other moments before that where there was severe imbalances. You just didn't notice them, right? So hopefully that makes sense, okay? So then we go to dietary changes, because let's be clear, okay? What you put into your body matters. What you put into your body matters on a day-to-day basis. Okay, I'm not saying, let me make this clear too as well. It's not just, when it comes to fibroids, it's not just diet. You don't just change your diet and get rid of your fibroids. It's much more than that. Because I get so many women telling me, well, I changed my diet and I'm eating this. I took out carbs, I took out this, I took out that. I'm just like, just because you took out all these food groups does not mean you're eating healthy. But okay, most people don't understand the concept of what eating healthy is. So I always have to get more information when people say they're eating healthy, okay? So understand that it's not only dietary changes, but you will have to make diet. It is very important. You can't go back to eating those toxic foods that you were eating and think you're gonna get rid of fibroids. It's not gonna happen, okay? And many of you have done that, and maybe you've had surgeries, any type of fibroid procedures, and they grew right back because you were going back to your toxic lifestyle. You ran right back to it. That's why I say, listen, and I'm so happy that I brought this up, because I can segue into this. Because of how Western medicine is, right? A lot of people have been brainwashed into thinking fibroids or any health issue is just, you just quick tips and you get rid of it, right? Because with Western medicine, with fibroids, they do the surgery, which is the myomectomy is a very traumatic surgery. They don't tell you that, but it's very invasive. It's just a horrible. And don't get me started on the UFE, which is probably even more so dangerous. It's less invasive, but it's what they do is more dangerous. But anyway, so you do these procedures that supposedly get rid of the fibroids, right? Yes, the myomectomy, they pull the fibroids out, whatever. The myomectomy, yes. But what happens is that you grow them right back. You grow them right back because you did not address the root cause. So now you've been brainwashed because of how Western medicine is structured to thinking that healing and holistic healing will be the same way. So, I just need a couple of tips and I can be fibroid free. That's not how it works. That's why do you think 90% of women are dealing with fibroids? That's not how it works. It's not how it works, okay? So it's about 80 to 90%, by the way. And 90 if you're a black woman, 90% of black women are dealing with fibroids. So that's not how it works, okay? So hopefully that's clear. And if you're here for, like I said, for free tips and tricks, wrong channel, wrong person, okay? Because I actually want women to heal. I don't just want you to feel better for today. I don't do that, okay? We do long-term healing. We do good to get into the root cause of the problem, okay? So dietary changes are key. Now, let's go to stress management, because this one is huge. A lot of people, when it comes to your life, right, how your life is structured, a lot of people live highly stressed out lives. A lot of people are not happy with their lives. A lot of people live lives where they're totally overwhelmed, and it's just, whether it's work responsibilities, is this, is that. What are you doing? Okay, you have a stressful life. And I can relate to that, right? But why don't you have tools in your life to manage your stress? Proper tools, right? That's why it's so easy for you to go back to your toxic habits, because you haven't really solidified ways to manage your stress level, right? Every woman needs that, okay? Because women and stress don't mix. Okay, we don't have high levels of testosterone like men, and so we can't. Our bodies are more or less in depth to handle, extremely stressful situations all the time. So what are you doing? How are you prioritizing? How are you prioritizing your self-care regimen? And self-care is emotional, mental. It's not just physical things, right? But also what tools do you have in your life that help manage your cortisol levels? What is it? Okay, you need to have a tool pack of things that you do, okay? A tool pack of things that you do that help you manage your stress, and you should be doing those things on the regular, because we live in a highly, this is why everybody has anxiety, depression. We live in a highly stressful environment right now, okay? The world is just moving too fast, technology, the screens, it's a lot. It's a lot, right? So if you look at your life and all you can see is responsibilities and bills and things that you have to do, listen, we have a lot of work to do. There is no pleasure. There is no you diving into your creativity. There is no you living in in the flow state where life is not hard, life is not a struggle. Where yes, you're still doing your responsibilities, you're still doing what you have to do, but life is not like a struggle, right? You're not like over there, depressed, and that's not how life is supposed to be, and that's not how we were made. Okay, that's not how we were designed. So how are you prioritizing living in flow and prioritizing your wellness? That's gonna take, and a lot of people are living lives that they hate. Can I just be real? A lot of women, especially, because I'm always, whether it's not even just clients, it's not, I'm not even talking about my clients, I'm talking about women I'm talking to on a daily basis. A lot of women live life, even the ones that look like they have it all, they live life that they hate. They're overwhelmed, they're tired, right? But it is your responsibility as a woman, and I'm talking to anybody, any woman, everybody, but definitely I'm talking to women now. It is your responsibility to design a life that you love. And I don't want to hear that I can't. If you are an adult, that is your responsibility, designing a life that you love. I didn't say a perfect life, because nobody's life is perfect, but it's designing a beautiful life for yourself. So if you look at your life and you hate it and you're overwhelmed and then you have some work to do. Okay? You have some work to do, and you're talking to somebody that's been through it, because there were times that I've been through depression and anxiety and all those things as well. You have to design a life that you love. So if you are looking at your life and you're looking at things that you don't love, you have changes to make. You can't just continue to thrive in that. You're not going to, or live in that, because you're not thriving. You have to start making changes. And don't even say financials, because that's the first thing, as the first excuse we love to use. Okay? Whether it's work, whether it's, just anything else, you can find something else. There's one great thing about the world today. There's a million ways to make money. Okay? Legally, that's what I'm talking about. Legally and ethically. I'm not talking about anything crazy now, but just, there's a million ways to make money. There's a million ways to women. The beautiful thing about women is that we're so creative, right? We come up with ideas. Women are amazing when women are aligned and connected to themselves. So when you will see, when you're in a healed state and you're living in flow, ideas will flow through you like this, right? And life is not going to feel, like I said, as hard and a struggle, and you're not going to be living just to pay bills. Okay? Part of your divinity as a woman, part of your, you receiving abundance as a woman, is healing your womb. Do you understand what a powerful vessel your womb is? Okay? Let me just reiterate that. Now, also cultivating a positive mindset for your healing. I can't stress this enough. As you're healing your body, as you're healing your womb, because when you're healing your womb, you're healing your body, okay? But as you're healing your womb, having a positive mindset and enjoying the process, I can't stress that enough. That's what I designed that for my clients. My Detoxify Your Womb program, clients that work with me, I designed that for them to enjoy the process. So it's not hard. So it's not, of course at first it's a little hard because it's different, right? Our mind plays tricks on us, but they're not miserable, right? They're actually embodying this stuff as their lifestyle. They're enjoying as well, enjoying aspects of the process, right? Enjoying the creativity, enjoying the changes as well. At first, yes, it's a little bit uncomfortable because you're like, it's change. We all our brains get triggered with change because, but I'm telling you, as you're along this process, when you get started and you're in your flow, it's an amazing process. And it's like things open up for you, right? Life opens up for you, and it's life changing and it's beautiful. Okay. So just cultivating a beautiful experience. If you are, on the journey to heal your womb, let me know in the comment section. Okay. If you're on the journey to heal endometriosis, get rid of your fibroids, ovarian cysts, to heal your menstrual cycle, let me know in the comment section. And when I say healing your menstrual cycle, I really mean hormones, because in order for, if there's any issue with the menstrual cycle, there's an issue with the gut, the hormones, inflammation, all of that. So let me just make that clear as well. But and also understanding that this journey is not not only is it beautiful, being resilient, right? And not just quitting when things get hard, because things will get hard and you will be tested and you will want to spiral and you will want to go back to your bad habits, but not quitting when things get hard, okay? And that's why coaching is so important. That's why it's so important to have a specialist during this journey. But for the ones that are doing it alone, because it gets, let me tell you something. It gets tough. It gets tough, okay? So a positive mindset. Now, are you going to feel amazing every single day? Of course not, right? We have our moments, we're human, but just for overall cultivating a life, cultivating a mindset that is positive, that is resilient, that is, going to, and you know what? I can say that some people are just better at that than others, right? But for the most part, people do have an issue with consistency and discipline for the most part. Most people do, not because they can't do it, it's because number one, the why is not strong enough a lot of times, right? And when I say the why is not strong enough, for women that's just doing it to get rid of fibroids and that's all, they don't even think about their entire body, they don't even think about their entire being, typically those women don't last in the process, right? It's not their health. They're not thinking about their health. They're just thinking about one thing, fibroids, right? Or let's say they're just thinking about one thing, getting rid of the fibroid belly, and that's it. No, it's an overall thing. It's your fertility. It is your womanhood, right? It is your emotional well-being, right? It's even your relationships. Because women that are married, hello, I just had, you know what? I was emailing and messaging a lot of women that have taken my courses. And I literally just today, I was so happy, right? I just had 2 women say, listen, their periods are getting better. They're doing amazing. So so thankful for that, right? It's taking my courses and love keeping up with women that they haven't worked with me, but they've taken self-study courses, right? So, and they were like, I'm doing so much better. And one person told me that their sex life is so much better. I'm like, yay, they're no longer, experiencing pain during sex, which can be really daunting, right? Especially for women that are married and having to go through this. Fibroids can take, and for a lot of women, does take a toll on your sex life, right? Which can take a toll on your marriage. Can we be real? We're all grown here, I hope. At least I hope so, right? So, we don't want something that we can control to have such a negative impact in our lives. And we do not want to create a new normal around fibroids. Absolutely not, okay? That is not normal. We want to get rid of these things, okay? So, also, just like I said earlier, creating a beautiful life that you love, creating a beautiful life where you're indulging in your creativity, because remember, fibroids is blocked creativity. So somehow, some way, and it's also a woman that's operating in lack and fear, okay? So, and that could be hard for some people to hear and digest at first, because you're probably like, well, where in my life am I operating out of fear? A lot of people are operating their life. They have set up lives. This is why they don't like their lives. They have set up a life that they're literally, they've set up their lives in a way where they're operating out of lack and fear. It could be fears, money. It could be relationships. It could be, just living out of, not feeling safe, right? Internally, right? First of all, before we can even feel safe with anybody or anything, we got to create internal safety. That's the responsibility for every human being. Adults, of course, not children, right? Because, they look at us as for safety. I'm talking about adults, okay? Has to create internal safety, okay? A lot of us are looking for safety in men, in the government, and, and presidents. Listen, nobody's coming to save you. You have to save you, okay? So you have to create first of all, a beautiful inner life, right? And then that's going to reflect the outer, right? Work on the outer. What are some parts of your life that you want to change? What are some parts of your life that you're completely overwhelmed with? Start this project, quote unquote, right? This creative project may take you a whole year. It doesn't matter. Create the beautiful life that you love. It's worth it, right? As long as you're on this earth, create a life that you enjoy. Create a life that you don't necessarily have to vacation from, but please do still go on vacations, because, just because, you want to get in a nice beach or, experience new cultures and new foods. I totally get it, right? Because I love traveling too. but don't sit there and, just look forward to vacation or, look for, and then you're missing the present moment because you haven't created the present moment. You haven't created beautiful moments in the present. Okay. So just keep that in mind. Okay. So I want to say this, and for women that are watching this, that know that not only do they want to create a beautiful fibroid-free lifestyle, they want to become fibroid-free. Okay. I have an amazing program that helps women address their fibroids from the root of them, the emotional root cause, the energetic root cause, and the physical root cause. This is for women, high-achieving women that literally want to transform their lives, want to become fibroid-free, enhance their fertility, enhance their enhance their overall emotional well-being, release trauma, womb trauma from the womb, because I didn't even talk about that much. When you have fibroids, we're dealing with a lot of womb trauma as well, right? Release that stuff from the womb and become the best versions of themselves. This is for women that want to shift. And this program, Talks About Your Womb program, I'm so proud of it because literally we've had women eliminating multiple fibroids. We've had women do even career shifts because they found themselves, right? We've had women have babies after years of infertility. The things that women have been able to do in this program and achieving this program has been astronomical. And the amount of women that's been able to heal, balance their hormones, become connected to themselves and their inner beings has just been amazing, right? Women come into this program one way and leave the best versions of themselves. And I'm so proud of the program. And we've recently upgraded like the coursework, and it's just absolutely amazing. So if you are wanting to be supported and guided in a program with women that are, again, on the same journey, and also receive coaching from me, direct coaching from me, the Talks About Your Womb program. That's the best way to work with me, and the highest transformation I'm telling you that you would get working with me, okay? So the program is amazing. It is the full program is 6 months long. We do have a 3-month tier where you can also take it for 3 months as well, all right? And if you want to upgrade, you upgrade, which most people end up doing because it's just that amazing. All right, so I also want to point out that, and if you want more information about the Detoxify Your Womb program, the link is in my description box. I also want to point out that right now, literally, what is it, like October 12th today? Yeah, October 12th, literally right now, like I have an option where you can work with me for 6 weeks and get access to our Detoxify Your Womb signature course, and also get one-on-one coaching with me, get 2 coaching calls with me that are 1 hour long over the course of 6 weeks, and also to get Q&A support over Telegram, right? So you can be my 6-week intensive for 6 weeks. And I've taken a couple clients for that, and we're starting on Monday. I'm excited. Okay, so if you're interested in that, I want you to email me. My email will be in the description box. Email me 6 weeks and let's get started, okay? The price of that is $1,500. You can pay in full. You can split it in half, okay? And then pay the other half later in a month, okay? So let me know if you're interested. All right, and email me 6 weeks if you're interested. If you want to check it, if you want more information, or if you're ready to sign up. Okay, you've been following me. You're like, look, I'm ready to sign up. Okay, love you guys. Bye.